Hey, welcome back to the channel, Two-Wheeled friends. This is part 2 of Molly's Nashville trip. Thanks for watching. We'll roll into where I cut it from part 1.
Thursday we went to the Opry. I can't remember what we did before the Opry we went shopping. We went to this outlet mall that wasn't really an outlet mall, just kind of reminded me of a regular mall. Nothing really seemed outlet-y about it. And in there was another winery that we visited. I did a little school shopping for Sophie while I was there because I was like, oh, there's an Old Navy score. And then we went to the mall, which like down the street was the Grand Ole Opry, the building. But we left the mall, went back to our Airbnb, and then left our Airbnb just to go back to the Opry. So that was a little counterintuitive, but I honestly did not want to wear a dress while I was shopping. So here's another photo opportunity. Me in a dress.
Yeah.
That was weird.
Yeah, and you told me you didn't want like all your bags at the Opry and all that stuff too. Yeah. When we were planning our trip, it was, all right, well, what day do we want to go to the Opry? And you know, as we were planning all this stuff, because at first we were going to do downtown on Thursday, and I was like, I don't really want to do downtown on Thursday because, you know, the woo girls. So they did like a collaboration with a bunch of, well, I think it was 4 or 5 Opry artists, and then one, I think, soon to be member, or not, yeah. And they did a collaboration of historical country singers and legends is what they called it. So I'm thinking, oh, that'd be fun, you know, those artists paying tribute to, you know, like Dolly Parton and Johnny Cash, maybe like Conway Twitty, you know, some of these that I am familiar with that are older artists. No, it was like artists way before them. I didn't recognize any of the names that they played tribute to. I mean, the music was awesome and everything, but I was like, I feel a little silly doing this. And then finding out that Carrie Underwood was there the next day, I was like, Yeah, that would have been better, because when you told me who I don't want to reference him as the old guy, but I think I looked him up and he's like in his late 80s or something like that. I'm like,
yeah,
who?
Pat Boone. Pat Boone was the guest artist, which, like, and not to, like, you know, dog or anything like that, but it was the stories that actually intrigued me the most with the show. It wasn't necessarily the music, but always the stories behind the artists. So yeah, he comes out and I was like, oh my gosh, that's so cool. I have no idea who this guy is, but the fact that he's here, and he was like in street clothes. He seriously looked like he just got off the plane. And he got up and sang with the band, and I was like, you know what, that's cool. That just that story with it. After the show, we did the Opry tour. You know, we got to see where the artists hang out and come in, and they talked about the flood and how it was completely flooded out, and got to go up on the stage, and they took a picture of us, and we got a picture with our tour guide. He was cancel. I don't know. My Senna said something. I didn't catch it.
Probably low battery.
Okay, you're still here. I was like, okay. Friday.
So you got a picture with your tour guide?
We got a picture with our tour guide. And then he gave my sister his tour notes. So that was kind of cool. And it wasn't even like, his tour notes weren't even from that night. They were from the night before. Huh. So she's like, oh, well, that's what he did last night. And yeah. So that was cool. We did learn that every time Carrie Underwood performs at the Opry, she leaves her heels. They have a little cutout area in the wall with all of her shoes, so I can imagine when she performed on Saturday, she left her shoes. or Friday.
That's pretty cool.
One of those days. Yeah, that was kind of cool. I took a picture of her shoes. She's got small feet if anyone wants to know. Friday we did a pub tour, a trolley tour, went to a couple pubs and tried out local beverages, and we were leaving one and the trolley was smoking, and I go to the trolley conductor and I'm like, something's wrong with the trolley, and she's like, nope, it's fine, it does this from time to time. And we're like, okay. And there was 2 other guys that were with us going to the next one, and as we're at the next one, we all get a text message that says trolley's out, engine problems, and I was like, yep, called that. So then we just walked. We kept doing the pub tour, but just on foot, which wasn't too bad. I think we had like 1 or 2 left to go to anyway. And while I was tasting, I did not taste anything that I enjoyed. But it's all about the experience, right?
Right.
And then we went to the zoo. That was fun. That was a good wrap to our adventure. We went to the zoo, spent the afternoon, and that was on Saturday. I got to see giraffes, and I love giraffes. And then on Sunday, we checked out of our Airbnb and hung out at the airport for 6 hours as our flight got delayed. Sunday night, got home at what was it, 11?
Yeah, something like that.
Granted, it was yeah, I'm coming behind you. It's a 2-hour drive, a little over 2-hour drive from Fargo to Watertown, but I have a slight problem of a lead foot, and I just wanted to get home, to be honest. So I cruised. Plus it helps that South Dakota is 80 on the interstate.
Yeah.
Then I came home and was greeted with you have to take a COVID test in order to come in to make sure that you're negative. And I look at my wonderful husband and go, really?
That's
like, let me in!
That's probably a little more of an inside joke between us and our family. And
yes.
Nonetheless, I didn't make her take a COVID test, so.
And I'm not sick.
Yeah.
Hooray.
Yeah,
It was a joke.
Yeah. Just because you deal with that kind of stuff at work all the time. And
yeah. And on the way to Nashville, there was a guy across the aisle that was hacking and snorting and sneezing, and I look at my sister and I'm like, crap. So when we landed, I completely loaded up on my vitamins, and I felt fine the whole time.
Yeah.
Nothing like dodging a bullet. That's what I did. I ditched my husband for a week, experienced Nashville. Would probably go back. I might not go for an entire week, just because it just got really long to be away from him and the girls. And
yeah, it just depends on what you want to do, you know, when you're there, basically.
But we drove by the Titans Stadium several times, and I was like, oh, that'd be cool to go to a game. And then they were doing a preseason game with the Bucks, and the Bucks lost. Now, if they were going against the Cowboys, I would have been like, yep, we're going to that M. Whether you like it or not, we're going.
Yeah, it'd be fun to go. I think, like if you and I were to ever go, I'd probably want to rent a couple motorcycles for a few days and see everything from motorcycles.
Traffic down there on a motorcycle would absolutely terrify me. I think I saw 2 motorcycles on their crazy interchanging freeway, and I got anxiety just watching them, because people in Nashville are either very slow to drive or they're very fast to drive, and those fast drivers don't care about anyone or anything on the road. Terrifying.
Any final closing comments?
I missed you a lot. It was a lot of fun. We should go together.
Yeah, sometime it'd be fun to go. Or maybe we just go somewhere else, since you've been there now.
Yeah.
I've never been to Nashville. I have been to Tennessee, but that was in the Memphis airport, so that does count, though.
That does count, just like us having our connecting flight in Chicago. We're technically in Chicago.
Well, while we talked about Nashville. We went almost all the way around Lake Kempeska. I don't know if I'll put this video in one video or if it will be a two-part video, but we appreciate you riding along with us on this beautiful, not fall day, but a day that feels like fall here. And kind of hearing about Molly's experience in another state without me, because that's not something that happens very often. Dang it, I was gonna pull in there.
Oh,
We'll pull into Jackson Park.
okay.
I always forget to take a thumbnail photo,
Got it.
so I'm trying to remember to stop and get a photo. Yeah, we appreciate you watching. If you are new to the channel and this happens to be the first video that you've ever watched and you are still watching and you're not subscribed, go down, click that subscribe button, ring the bell so you're notified for future uploads and activities. Be sure to give this video a big thumbs up. Leave a comment down below if you've been to Nashville. I think I made a comment to leave below earlier too. I forgot what the topic was, but just if you already did that, just leave another comment if you've been to Nashville.
Are you going to comment on your own video that you have not been to Nashville?
I suppose I could. But until next time, two-wheeled friends, peace out, and we'll see you later. Bye-bye. I thought about just going through there and taking the bike path, but it'll be the first time.
No.
Busy day at the lake.
Yeah. Should get a boat.
Why? So we can decide if we want to go on the boat or the motorcycle?
Yes.
Because when it's a nice enough day for a motorcycle, then that's when the boat would be out too.
That's fair.
There, now we went all the way around the lake. Technically.
Kids are stupid.
Doing a burnout down there.
Your bike needs a bath like mine does.
Yeah, this thing's filthy. Ready?
Yeah. Watch over that dog.
Yeah, but are those two little dogs?
Okay.
There's two little dogs running
Yeah.
around.
I don't think I've ever driven my Harley over here. So I have a serious question to ask. This is a bike path, so
Right.
this is suitable, right?
Technically. Technically, yeah.
Technically.
Especially when we drive up and pull out on it.
Gosh.
Otherwise we gotta drive through the grass.
Yeah.
Ready?
Sure.
Okay. I mean, up here it probably says no motorized vehicles, but where we went in, it didn't say. In my defense.
It's true.
I like to have fun every once in a while.
Well, that's good.
Wow, that's bumpy and windy.
I was just gonna say, okay, bye.
Man, there's like little bumps in the road.
Yeah.
And then there's a little bit of a curve there, and I'm leaning in the wind. I'm like, woo!
I know.
I was like a woo girl.
Woo!
I don't know. I don't want to go home, but I suppose we should.
I don't want to go home either.